Hey there, my name is Jessica from Peterson SEO, and earlier you guys spoke to my partner Jeff and requested this free video. So today we're going to walk through a few things and I'm going to give you a few tips that you can start applying that's really going to help you guys online and to get more organic leads so you don't have to rely on paid lead service programs like Angie's or Home Advisor. Now, it is important to understand that nearly 70% of your organic leads are going to come from your website. So it is really critical that you have your own website and that it is properly built and optimized so you can capture that traffic. The setup that is going on here is a bit confusing. I did see at one point you had your own website, and now you're being redirected to this roofing website. So I don't know if maybe you guys have joined companies or what the arrangement is here. It just doesn't make a whole lot of sense. So if this website was a lot stronger and was ranking and doing some other things, then possibly having pages buried in here might help. But if this is a separate entity, this isn't doing you a whole lot of good for a variety of reasons. So your home page for your own website is supposed to be your strongest page, and it needs to have about 1,500 words of content or more, depending on what your competitors are doing. And it needs to be focused around your local and buyer intent keywords, and everything on here is national. And there is really not any actual content on this page. So that's not going to help you get found. And then, yes, you do need to have separate pages for every one of your services. But these are still buried inside another website. And so to actually see how your website is performing for your brand, we would actually have to pull metrics for every single one of these pages. So I'm not sure what the theory was behind this, but if you want to get the best results for lab construction, and it's not part of the roofing, it really has to have its own website. It needs to have its own website, and all these need to have their own pages. All of your pages have to have their own original content, and they need to be focused on their own local buyer intent keywords. Those are the keywords people are actively searching for your services. Google will penalize you if you are duplicating content. But Google does not rank based on appearance. They rank based on content. So you need a ton of it. You need more than your competitors. And you want at least 1,500 words or more. You need 250 words for every keyword you're going to target. So let's go ahead and look at your top competitor. Oh, before I even say that, also, if you're servicing multiple areas, you also need separate service area pages, which would be like a mini homepage. And a homepage is designed to talk about your business and give a summary of each of your services, focusing on the keywords for each of those services. So a service area page would do much of the same, except it would have its own original content, and it would be focused on the keywords for your services in that specific location. Okay, so one of your top competitors in your area competing for the same keywords is Insight Construction. They look like they're only doing commercial. Their website is okay. It's not fantastic. They don't appear to have separate pages for their services, so that doesn't really do much to help them. They do have more content on their homepage versus your homepage. So you definitely would have to have more content than they do. And then you also need to support your website with SEO, because without it, your website is not going to be found. So if we look here, we can see that this website for Las Lunas Roofing has a rating of a 0.1 out of 100 in Google's trust flow, meaning Google doesn't trust this website. And your specific page is a 0.6, which is based on your backlinks and referring domains. You do need a lot of these, but not all are created equal. You need to make sure you're only getting authoritative do follow links, and Google's only going to give you credit for one backlink per referring domain. So you actually only have 2 that are do follows, meaning you only have 2 relevant backlinks, and everything else is pretty much spam according to Google. You've been indexed for 2 keywords and you're getting 0 traffic to this specific page. We would really have to look at every individual one of your service pages, and I guess add them up or something to really figure out how you stand, the way that your pages are built out. But either way, both the roofing company and LAV construction are not well optimized, and so neither one is really getting any traffic, and you guys are totally missing out on a ton of potential customers. If we look at the competition, they have a rating of a 10 with 99 backlinks and 45 referring domains. Of those, 14 are do follows, so you would have to beat those 14 in quantity and quality, and they've been indexed for over 170 keywords, and they're getting over 130 people to their website. These guys are still not well optimized either, but they would be super easy for you guys to beat if you work on the strategies that I mentioned. And then the last part of this is the Google My Business section or Google Maps. Your goal should be to be in the top 3 of this section for your keywords and service areas, because 30% of people search here in the maps and don't go anywhere else. So when you're not listed here, you send those leads to your competitors. Now, in order to get in the top 3, there's several factors, but the most important is going to be your citations. That's the name of your business, address, phone number, and website, and listing those in a bunch of directories like Yelp, Yellow Pages, and Glassdoor. And you will need a lot more of those than your competitors. But when you follow all these tips I have provided you, your website has the opportunity to be #1 across Google in each service area and for all of your services.